Veterinary and public health officials are urging cat owners to remain vigilant as cases of highly pathogenic avian influenza, or H5N1, commonly known as bird flu, have been detected in domestic cats. Kansas State University's Susan Nelson, a clinical professor and veterinarian in the Hills Pet Health and Nutrition Center, emphasized that there is no need for panic, but caution that proactive measures should be taken to prevent infections. H5N1, a strain of avian influenza type A, has been growing concern in the poultry industry for nearly 4 years, leading to the culling of thousands of infected birds. The virus has also been detected in wild bird populations and, as of March of 2024, the U.S. dairy cattle. Alongside these outbreaks, reports have emerged of domestic and wild cats being infected, with many cases resulting in fatalities. According to the American Veterinary Medical Association, one of the primary sources of transmission in cats is through food, specifically raw poultry and unpasteurized dairy products. Nelson explained that there have been several reports of cats becoming infected from consuming raw poultry or unpasteurized milk, and other possible exposure routes include contact with infected birds, livestock, or contaminated surfaces, as well as interaction with humans who have worked on affected farms. Nelson said infected cats often exhibit severe respiratory symptoms, including loss of appetite, fever, large amounts of eye and nasal discharge, coughing, and labored breathing. And neurological signs such as tremors, seizures, and blindness have also been reported. Symptoms of H5N1 can also sometimes mimic rabies, making prompt veterinary assessment critical. Pet owners who suspect their sick cat may have been exposed should contact their veterinarian immediately. Nelson recommends limiting exposure to other pets and people in the house, especially anyone who is immunocompromised, and wearing a mask and gloves when handling them. While H5N1 cases in domestic cats remains low, experts stress the importance of awareness and precautionary measures. The Department of Biological Sciences at Fort Hays State University has been awarded a $385,971 grant from the National Science Foundation for their research project Uncovering Change Catalysts, examining community of practice members as they leverage individual course improvements to achieve systemic departmental change. This funding will support the integration of course-based undergraduate research experiences, or CURES, into the biology curriculum. The project aims to equip the biology faculty with the necessary training and resources to implement CURES in their courses. These redesigned courses will provide students with the chance to engage in authentic, real-world research while completing their undergraduate degree, and participation in CURES helps students build essential skills and knowledge that are highly desirable to future employers. In addition to implementing CURES in the biology courses at Fort Hays State University, this project will also create a framework for other biology departments that are wanting to implement CURES in their courses. The funds will be used to embed research experiences in the introductory biology courses, genetics, ecology, biostatistics, bioinformatics, microbiology, and others. Dr. Grustad, the assistant professor of biology at Fort Hays State University, said students will not only be involved in selecting and designing bona fide research questions, but they will also develop technical and organizational skills that are rarely offered in traditional laboratory courses. Governor Kelly announced that the Kansas Department for Aging and Disability Services has been awarded an additional $10 million in federal funding to enhance the state's efforts in integrating primary and behavioral health care. Governor Kelly said this additional funding underscores their commitment to breaking down barriers to care and ensuring that every Kansan has access to comprehensive, integrated health services. And by fostering collaboration between behavioral health clinics and primary care providers, they're building a stronger, more resilient health care system that meets the needs of all Kansans. This, promoting integration of primary and behavioral health care funding from the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration, builds upon the $10 million received in August of 2023 as part of a transformative 5-year federal grant initiative that's aimed at improving whole-person care in Kansas. The project focuses on developing behavioral health resources and referral systems within primary care provider networks by leveraging the expertise of certified community behavioral health clinics, which have a proven track record in delivering behavioral health services to the communities. And the Kansas Department of Aging and Disability Services, in consultation with the Association of Community Mental Health Centers of Kansas, will collaborate with the 4 CCBHCs to implement this initiative. Each of the participating CCBHCs will partner directly with at least one primary care provider to ensure individuals have seamless access to both behavioral and physical health services, as this integrated care model recognizes the critical connection between physical health and behavioral health needs and aims to address them in tandem and manage whole person care in Kansas. In Nebraska news, on Tuesday, Governor Jim Pillen testified before the Nebraska State Legislature's Education Committee in support of Legislative Bill 140. Legislative Bill 140 proposes to ban cell phone use by students when they're at school, and the bill, which was introduced by Senator Rita Sanders at the governor's request, aims to reduce classroom distractions and address the mental health impacts of constant cell phone use. During his testimony, Governor Pillen cited findings from Jonathan Haidt's book, The Anxious Generation, How the Great Rewiring of Childhood is Causing an Epidemic of Mental Illness, noting that young people receive an average of 192 alerts daily from social media apps, which is about one notification every 5 minutes. And Senator Sanders emphasized the importance of creating a distraction-free educational environment. She said she's committed to supporting policies that prioritize the well-being and academic growth of every student, and by removing electronic communication devices from the classroom, an environment can be created that allows both teachers and students to fully succeed. Both Attorney General Mike Hilgers and Department of Education Commissioner Dr. Brian Marr also testified supporting LB 140. On Saturday, the Grand Island Police Department reported that 2 men were arrested after stealing power tools and firearms from a vehicle in Grand Island. The theft happened last week near Stoley Park Road on Highway 281, where security video from a nearby business showed Caden Fabian and Isaac Brown breaking into a vehicle and stealing 2 guns and 2 chainsaws. Police identified the 2 thieves through the course of an investigation and took them into custody on Saturday. And Fabian, who is a convicted felon, was found with brass knuckles during his arrest. Brown and Fabian were arrested on suspicion of several felony charges, including 2 counts of possession of a stolen firearm. And police said a revolver and 2 chainsaws have been recovered. Just before 11 a.m. on Friday, the Stanton County Sheriff's Office found 53-year-old Myron Mesteth of Omaha and took him into custody without incident, as according to the Sheriff's Office, Mesteth was wanted on a felony sex offender warrant. In September of 2003, Mesteth was convicted of 2 counts of attempted first-degree sexual assault and sexual assault of a child in Madison County. And based on these convictions, Mesteth was to register as a sex offender for life in Nebraska. A lifetime registrant has to appear in court every 3 months to verify their information. However, after Mesteth told the court he was homeless, authorities said he missed his court appearances in September and December. According to the court documents, the arrest warrant was issued on Sunday.